In class today, we practiced using a new website called Padlet. So this screencast is if you were absent or if maybe you need a little refresher on how to add information to it. But I'm going to start from the beginning. This is a Google app, so the first thing when you get to Padlet.com, it's going to ask you to log in. And since you already have a Google account, you can log in with your Google, and that saves you from having to remember another username or password. And it's going to take you to your home page or your dashboard, and you can see here all the different Padlets that I've created. And this is Mrs. Culleton's list of books read. This is what you're going to create today. I have your 6th grade reading lists, so you're going to record all the books that you read in 6th grade, and if you remember some other ones, you can add them in. But what's neat about Padlet is you can type in here, and then you can link the book cover or any other website into what you're making. So this is what you're going to end up with. You can see that I had a very busy summer. I started this last year in March, and I've been really good about trying to record all the books that I've read. So what you're going to do right now, if you have not yet done this, is create a new Padlet. And under New Padlet, there are a couple tools that we're going to do. So the first thing you're going to do is go down to this gear where it says Modify this Padlet and create a title. So you're going to write your name, Martha's List of Books Read. If you're more creative than me, you can make that however you want to. And you'll see that it just pops up right here when you put your title in. You can change the wallpaper background if you'd like to. Mine is paper right now, but maybe I'll do something fun like candy. And then the next thing you're going to change is the layout. Sometimes it's nice to have things where you can move them around with your mouse. You'll be able to move it from one place, drag it from one place to another. But for today, I want you to set it at a grid. And so each time you enter something new, it's going to post right here on the very left corner of your Padlet. So we're going to add our first book. If you double click, and it doesn't matter if you double click over here because we have it as a grid format, it's going to send it right here. And you're going to copy the title of the book that you're reading. So I'm going to put Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. And I wanted to make sure I spell her name correctly. And then you're going to write something about that book. You can write why you liked it. If you're currently reading it, you could write what's going on where you're at right now. You could tell me what you really disliked about it, something that surprised you, your pick. With such vivid description that I could almost feel that I was in the story. Then what we're going to do is open a new tab over here, and I'm going to type in here Tuck Everlasting's book cover, and go to Google Images and see if I can't find the book cover that I want. This is what mine looks like right now. And if I click Copy Image URL, and then I go back to my Padlet, there's a little plus sign here. If I click it, it brings up a link from website. I can paste my link in there and submit it. And there's my book cover. If I click OK, it pops right into the box where I was typing. Now sometimes when you pick a link, it might not work. Some websites are a little bit more easy to navigate. If that happens, then just start all over and pick a different book cover. Go back over there and copy the image URL. You'll see that there are so many that you can choose from. Okay, and so if you're in my class, the last thing that you're going to do is then go to our website, or my website, Reading Rocks. If you click on Reading Rocks, it'll take you here to where I'm going to record all or link all of your Padlets, so that if you are looking for a new book to read and you like a lot of the books that your friends have, or you just need to browse a couple of other reading lists, this is a good place to start. You're going to submit the link to your book list here. If you click it, it brings up a Google form, and you can just type your name, and it says copy and paste the hyperlink to your Padlet. So I'm going to go to my Padlet and Control C or copy and paste it, and you'll notice it says it does not need to be finished to submit the link. It will never be finished because throughout the rest of the school year you're going to be adding books to it as we go, and then again in 8th grade, and then hopefully you'll continue adding to it. Okay, alrighty.